Welcome, boys and girls, to another gameplay breakdown of our very own Aussiemenace. Now, we do gameplay breakdowns once a week, provided that we have enough submissions, of course, for our Damascus patrons. If you want your gameplay broken down, like we're about to do, patreon.com/thedropshot. It's a Damascus perk. You can submit a gameplay and we will break it down. And that is what we will be doing today with our very own Aussiemenace, friend of the program, long time listener. And it looks like, based on what I'm seeing here, we're going to be analyzing some Shoot House 24/7 COD MW 2019 Game of the Year Edition multiplayer
headquarters too
gameplay on headquarters, which is interesting. So there are guidelines for the submissions, one of which is 10 minutes or less. And Aussiemenace submitted a, what is the total time here? 15-minute and 59-second video. So, you know what we're going to do? Start at 5 minutes and 59 seconds.
Jesus.
Hey, follow the rules, or I'll make them work.
There was too much good gameplay in there. You couldn't fit it all.
Cool. Now, I will add, I have not seen this yet. I like to do these fresh, and I have always done that so far. And you haven't seen it yet either. Is that correct, Tanner?
Correct. That is correct. I don't ever watch them beforehand.
All right. So, blind react, as the kids say on TikTok. Aussiemenace. Here we go.
Hold on. Let's talk about a setup here real quick. So he's using an AMAX with a 30-round mag, which is a change it, of course. He's using no stock, a Merc foregrip, some sort of barrel, and maybe a grip. Stock, foregrip. No
silencer.
It's using multiplayer, mines. Not really needed, yeah. And he's using prox mines. I'd also like
to note that he has the Dropshot of Call of Duty podcast sticker on his microphone. That is going to raise his KD substantially.
Of course, yeah. Aussie's a god.
Point shop in the chat, of course. So,
shout out to Aussie.
Shout out to Aussie, friend of the pod. Yes. So, yeah. Are you sure? I'm seeing 60 rounds mags, by the way.
That's 60 extra.
Okay.
We'll see. Or he just only has 30 right now.
Okay, my gate. Okay, hold on. It's frozen.
Yeah, you're at a totally different point than I am. There we go. Did yours just go for a second?
Nope.
Mine's playing when you click it like that.
I'm going to simply refresh. So, cool. Off to a good start.
Or off to a great start. You can edit this out. Okay, mine's playing.
Okay. I'm good now. All right. Okay. Here he is. So we are indeed playing headquarters.
Is it playing for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it playing for you?
Yeah, it is. I just don't know if we're at the same point.
We are, I think.
Okay.
621.
Turn the sound on. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
All right. So instantly dies. Cool. So there is a 30-round mag, by the way. No silencer, which is interesting for multiplayer. I have
not needed in a multiplayer.
Especially on Shoot House.
He's playing headquarters. Oh, trying to go for the little flick. I like that.
Yeah. So that was a classic. I'm going for a TikTok move right here, which is a fair strategy because,
especially in Shoot House.
Yeah, that plywood's bangable as fuck. I wish he would have honestly shot through it more, but that's kind of the disadvantage of having a 30-round mag. You can't exactly afford to do that. True. The advantage you get is the ADS speed. You ADS faster, but not that much faster.
The AMAX also kills quickly, especially in multiplayer, so maybe that's why he's thinking it's not needed.
That's a fair point.
I was going to say maybe he doesn't have it leveled up, but who doesn't have their AMAX leveled up?
There's no chance that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Cool.
All right, so let's go back here. This is a fair point to flick to, and he sees it on the mini map too. Tries to get it, doesn't. Comes and reloads.
I love the movement speed on this gun. Nice aim. Whoa. Nice aim. Great aim. I like the drop shot. Fantastic.
And here's what else was really good here too, guys, which I really want to highlight. I really want to highlight this before we move on real quick. Okay. So. Comes around this corner. Sees fucking 3, starts shooting. That's fine. Kills 1, drop shots, and kills 2. And he's drop shotting because he's getting behind these barrels. Because the guy that's a little more to his left is not going to have a good angle, if any angle at all. But that's not exactly what I want to point out. There. He didn't reload. He didn't do shit. And he even stayed ADS while he stood back up because he knows the guy is there. Many people are going to be tempted to reload there because their magazine's not full. But remember, you've got an AMAX, right? And you have more, you have a bullet or more. So you can get a kill. You can get a kill. So not reloading there was exactly the right play. And then he pops up and just rips this kid because he knows where he's coming from and he pre-aims it perfectly and just cleans it up. So very good. Now he's reloading because he has 4 bullets left.
Now he's stimming before he peeks, smart, and he guns them down. Nice. Another great use of the drop shot.
Yeah, agreed. And then gets ripped. I'm not sure that reload was needed there, but
I'm like, fuck these guys.
Keep this moving.
I hate when people use gas grenades, dude.
It's the worst people on earth.
Oh, goes for the... Oh, I like that.
Goes for another
How is
bang.
that? I don't know why those didn't go through the wall, but that's fine. Good play, again.
I wanna... this kill right here, I'm gonna be honest, don't ADS this. He gets it, but it's totally unnecessary and he could have gotten fucked there.
Yeah, probably.
I think you hip fire that all the way. Because you even see he like his reticle's not on him for a second. You're gonna get a kill faster there by hip firing. When they're inside you like that, I would have liked to have seen that.
By the way, I like to use stopping power on shoot house, especially. You don't really need dead silence. I know it's tempting to not make any sound, but stopping power is just so strong.
True. And yeah, I feel like dead silence on a map this small doesn't really matter that much either.
I mean, it helps, but stopping power is, I think, ultimately better.
Yeah. I feel you on that.
It's very tempting, though, because like the movement speed, what it feels like, at least for dead silence, you want to run that, but stopping power's usually better.
Another thing, yeah, especially, here's another good point, actually. I'm glad you brought this up. He's also using restock, which means he's not using ghost. So he doesn't have a silencer. He doesn't have ghost. So why run dead silence? For the faster movement speed, maybe?
You can still catch people off guard even without ghost, though.
You can.
They don't have the UAV up if you're not shooting, yeah.
You can. But I think the benefit goes down dramatically if you're not using at least either ghost or a silencer. So I'm totally with you. I think stopping power is the play here. Not using ghost is fine. But, you know, on a map this small, it's like I could see you not using it.
I like this, holding this angle, waiting for them to spawn, because he sees the mini map and he's assuming they're going to spawn somewhere over here. I'd be doing the same thing. Not sure where the fuck they're spawning. Oh,
there he is. Some fucking rat. Nice little flick there. Good.
Yeah, that was a nice flick. Another rat.
Another
MDev rat.
Holy shit. These kids are embarrassing. Reloads before he leaves the building. That's really
smart. Ooh, nice flick.
Now, this is just a classic case of knowing how to play Call of Duty, the video game, right? So let's go back here.
He's jumping right around the corners, pre-aiming.
Exactly.
Because he's played this map 1,000 times.
Exactly.
So, you know, you almost can't jump around any one of those 4 corners of shoot house and not be ADS to where you think the enemy is going to be. You have to ADS.
Yep, exactly what I was going to say. You know there's someone here. You have to pre-aim this. And he just gets massively rewarded. Just flicks to the guy, shits on him. Slides into the next one.
Yeah, a lot of like lower tier players will just think like they'll sprint around the corner. That's not the move, though. He made the right play there, jumping around, ADSing instantly, expecting someone.
Agreed. Pre-firing there didn't pay off, but it's a good habit to have. What are your thoughts there? On
the fight with the 2 guys?
Just right now, yeah.
I I don't know. I think that's played well. He couldn't get the kill on the final guy. I think I would have moved back too. What are you thinking?
I want to run it back here. Okay, so you see 2, and you're B-hopping out while pre-aiming. So far, so good. Wide peeking this, if you look at the mini-map, by the way, you pretty much know they're going to be spawning in front of you.
Yeah.
So they're they're either going to come down this lane or the lane that's on the other side of you, but they're going to be coming from there. We all know that based on the mini-map knowledge we have.
I agree.
So you can expect people here. If you want to pre-aim this, great. If you want to B-hop it, fine. But this is the widest possible peek you can make because he's literally as far away from the 2 pieces of cover as it is possible to be. He's right in the middle. So
I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, though, because people will expect you. People will be aimed on that corner and expect you to peek around. And if he had slow peeked that, he would have been dead right away, I think, if somebody was ADS'd on there. So at certain situations, you have to peek wide like that. I think there's a big benefit to it, actually.
I agree. That's a good point because people do pre-aim that corner specifically. But this wide is awfully wide. You don't have to go this wide.
Yeah.
It's not terrible. I think it's a little ambitious, but that wasn't the main thing I wanted to call attention to.
I like the little bunny hop around the corner.
Starts shooting, gets the first kill, and immediately drops because drop shotting is only good in a 1v1 situation. He waits till he gets 1 kill to drop because now he's in a 1v1 situation. I'm fine with that. Then the guy moves behind the box. Aussie is 1 shot here. And he just stays a tick too long, I think. I want to play that back again because it
instead of shooting, you're saying he should have just moved back to cover quicker. Oh, he is ranking up as level 57. Never mind.
Let's run it back. Gets 1, drops. He's there too long. I think he's just there too long.
I don't think so. I think he kind of just caught in a weird situation there because he was still firing, expecting the guy to peek. And then after like 5 shots, the guy didn't peek. So he's like, okay, guess I better move because I'm going to run out of ammo. That's what I think.
That's fair.
So I don't think there's anything in the moment. I don't think either of us would have done anything different there because I would have also kept shooting. And then, if he doesn't peek around, it's like, cool, now I have no ammo left and I'm in the middle of nowhere and he's going to gun me down. So then he's like, okay, I need to get the fuck out of here.
What I think the play is, though, because you're right about pre-firing. So he's here. You can keep pre-firing this and immediately start moving right now. Just pre-fire it while you're strafing into the wall. And then if you run out of ammo, you're at least behind cover. You know he's not going to get to you that fast. You'll reload before he gets around this corner. Yeah. If he wanted to chase. That's what I think the play is. But, not the worst play, obviously. It was fine.
All balls. Sprint to fire time.
That dude, he's
been listening to the Dropshot of Call of Duty podcast.
Did you hear him? Sprint to fire time. Exactly the problem there. Exactly the problem. You already know they're spawning here.
He was sighted up right on the guy, too. He just couldn't ADS fast enough. His reticle was right on him.
You can even see, look at the minimap. You know the spawn's there, and if that's not enough information, you see the fucking red dots. So why are you sprinting this? The first time you peeked it, you were ADS'd and you B-hopped it. Awesome. This time you get lazy, and you just get fucking massively punished. Because you're ready to kill the guy. Your gun's not, though. Your dumb fucking character isn't. So don't sprint that. Don't sprint that, especially if you're going to run straight like that. So, but he immediately knew what he did. He got lazy. That's fine.
Sprint to fire time. Fucking there.
And sprint to fire time fucked him there, exactly like you said. Gets a nice little VTOL. You know the vibes.
That was a counter UAV, but yeah.
Oh. I didn't know you had to zone those. Oh, yeah, you do in this game.
Yeah, they're awful in this game. Nice aim. Good job to get around cover there. Ooh. I don't think there's anything you could do there. That guy just came around a weird random corner. I don't know why. I guess looking at the mini-map after, you can see they'd be spawning over there, but...
Yeah, I think coming back here was fine. My problem is there's no reason to jump this.
Yeah, maybe.
Jumping makes tracking you so easy.
Too many bunny hops, maybe.
Yeah, it's just like he jumps and starts shooting. It's just so easy to kill someone there. He's probably dead no matter what, but I don't like the jump. I don't like the jump. Maybe a crouch shot, which we'll get into.
my health is
I like that shooting through smoke there.
Yeah. Agreed.
Good spot. Gets in a nice little safe corner to reload. I like that.
Yep, that's a good spot for sure. Gets
Ooh,
to this
nice
rat
play.
spot, which is excellent.
Ooh, nice play.
A lot of jump shotting.
Ooh.
camping in the corner.
I
didn't expect a
didn't
person
see
there.
that guy. Yeah, there's not much you can do there.
I would have
honestly.
pushed the point there too.
Yep. Yep.
Oh,
There's a guy there.
that
didn't see
makes
that
me
guy either.
mad. That makes me mad because he jumps that corner and you see a teammate's name over there. So you think, oh, the teammate's probably right there. But that teammate was in fucking graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
He was all the way over there. But you see his name through the wall and it seems like it's going to be closer. And you would think there shouldn't be any enemies right there. But then there is.
Yep.
That's so annoying.
That's why this game is shit. 'Cause you can't see people and the name tag occlusion's awful. One thing I'm noticing too that I want to mention it now before I forget. A lot of jump shotting and B hopping, which is good, and a lot of drop shotting, which is good. Most of the time he's doing these things, it's like a good time to do it also.
Yeah.
However, no crouching. I haven't seen him crouch once. And not very much sliding either. Now, I would say you should be doing all of the things. Sometimes you want a crouch shot. Do a nice little bloop, 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 and then just pop back up. Sometimes you want a drop shot. And then a lot of times you want to be slide canceling. And I'm not seeing any slide canceling. And I'm not seeing any crouching. It's either B hopping or drop shotting. And I think if you add some crouch shots into your game and slide way more, it's going to minimize your deaths a lot.
Yeah.
How often
I
do
agree.
you crouch versus like drop shot or B hop?
I don't know. I do a bunch of both I probably jump more in Modern Warfare.
Yeah. I remember when I was playing BO4, I was watching Nate Gibson play a stream. BO4 was my first FPS on PC. And it was the first time I really even watched like anyone play an FPS. And as soon as I started watching him, the first thing I noticed was he was crouching a lot mid gunfights. Mm-hmm. And I was like, fuck, dude, I need to start doing that. And it took me like a fucking 2 weeks of having to deliberately think to do it before it became like natural.
Yeah.
So my advice to Aussie is start to make yourself crouch a lot so that it becomes muscle memory, and then then it'll just be a natural part of your game in addition to drop shotting and B hopping. And it's going to make you so much more versatile, and it's not necessarily going to get you much more kills. It will, because you'll win more gunfights in that sense. But it's going to cut down on how many deaths you get, because you'll be unpredictable. Because if I was against you in this match, let me be clear, I've got your number. I know you're going to drop shot me. You're doing it a lot. And if you're playing against people who know what they're doing, they're going to pick up on that. They're going to say, okay, this kid likes to drop shot. I'm going to be ready for it, and then just destroy you.
Yeah.
But if you sprinkle in some crouches, you get a lot more survivability because you're more unpredictable. Let's continue.
HQ contested. Shutting down the enemy HQ.
Okay, maybe there was more slide canceling than I thought. Because he's definitely doing it.
Did it.
But see a little...
He's getting ready for their spawn. Ooh.
Not quite.
You got the right spot.
Yep, it's a good spot.
Got a kill stolen there. Oh, what?
Oh.
Where'd that rat fuck come from?
Who knows? Great question. Yeah, nothing you can do there. Get shit on.
Yeah.
Get outplayed.
Oh my god, now I'm choking.
Couple things I've noticed there. Let's hold on. Let's back this up a few seconds. So like right here. Okay. So Aussie, I know, is like trying to get into like other games like Valorant and stuff and like perfect his aim. I think the easiest thing you can do, Aussie, is start aiming higher. We've talked about this in almost every single breakdown. When you jump around a corner like that, you should always aim head level. Now, aiming at the head is not as important in a game like Call of Duty, but I know you're trying to just get good at first-person shooters. You're playing Valorant. I know you've dabbled in CSGO and other shit. So you should just be used to aiming at the head. So when you jump around that corner, you need to naturally aim up higher. And you're going to do it again here when he jumps through this other window, and then he pre-aims the door. He does it. And then again when he peeks right here. He's already, see, look at, he was already aiming too low.
That's way too low.
If he had been sighted up a little bit more, I mean, it doesn't matter because nobody's there, but if somebody was there, and if they were aimed higher at him and he was shooting at their feet and they're shooting at his head, they probably would have won the gunfight.
Yep. And that's what we call, that's just called centering, is what people refer to that
Aussie's
as.
here now. Yeah.
Oh, what's up, Aussie? Yeah, the centering could definitely be higher. And this is a trend that's super common in our gameplay breakdowns because we all play Warzone. And Warzone trains you to look at the ground because you have to look at the ground to loot. So like everyone's in this habit. I am too. But if you want to play your best, you want your centering to be head level for most games. I would say upper chest for COD, especially if you're using an AR. Because your recoil will push you up to the head anyway. Unless you're playing like hardcore, then maybe you want to center head. I don't think so. But either way, not at the dick level. Just because if your centering's good, then when you peek this, like if there's a guy behind that box, you have to move your reticle up and then start shooting before you land shots. But if your centering was upper chest, you wouldn't have to do anything but pull the trigger. And that's those milliseconds are going to count a lot. And they're going to be the difference between dead or alive. So great point. Good observation.
Ooh. Unlucky. That was COD timing.
Yeah, it's just unlucky, actually.
Oh, his teammates are getting mad. I love the Aussie rage in the background. Good job there to jump around. See, he's... On that first jump at mid, he was aimed up higher, I noticed.
Yeah, yeah. And then right here, by the way, I don't even blame you for this. He thinks that guy should be dead. Now...
Yeah.
If the centering was chest level, I'm not kidding. I bet you he'd be dead. But you were shooting him in the leg.
Or in the ass cheeks.
Or in the butt. And he's thick, so he didn't die.
Tight little butt.
Yeah. So then you come back around to try and clean it up.
Nice try with that second snap there, though.
Yeah, it was a good try.
Almost pretty much on target, but he had ran around the corner.
So you know you're spawning to the right.
Rat. There we go. Oh, his guy's got martyrdom.
Yeah. Yep.
Good play there. He was aimed at all the levels, the correct levels there, jumping around there.
Yeah. Gets to a safe spot to reload. There's a lot of good fundamentals here. Yeah. I'm worried about behind him right now. Yep. Yeah, this area. I'm worried about that.
Good play not to shoot. Good play.
Good.
See, he's got some high sense.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, I think another spot there, he probably shouldn't have jumped too, by the way. I know it becomes a habit, but when they're that close, I think you slide rather than jump. To me, I usually jump when they're further out. Like I come around a corner, I'm expecting someone there, I jump around that corner. When I'm in a situation like that where I kind of get startled and somebody pops out, I'm usually sliding more often than not.
Yeah, because if you jump and someone's right inside you, they can just hip fire you even more easily and kill you. Whereas if you slide, you can literally go under their reticle. But if you jump, that's not happening. You're gonna just get hip fire destroyed.
Yep.
So that's a good point. That's a great point, actually. Yeah, I agree. Those little procs.
Oh boy, he's just pushing in without teammates.
Jumps that. Yeah.
His teammates, they all pussied out there. They're all about to run in and then they just turned around.
Nope,
Shit, shoot house spawn.
That's just Call of Duty.
Yeah, a lot of he's even pre-aiming these when he has teammates. I like it.
Yeah, especially after that display by his teammates, you kind of have to.
Checking the rat corner.
Checking a lot of corners. That's good.
Okay, he knows they're gonna be over here, right?
Yeah. And what Aussie could do on headquarters is check the scoreboard to see how many people are alive.
I think he already knew right there. I think he already said something about they were wiped. So he knew there, by the way, that they were going to be over here. And I think that's why he stopped there. I think he stopped back there to make sure they spawned over in that corner versus pushing up.
Yep. Just smart.
That's smart. Now, if you didn't mean to do that, Aussie, oh well. I'm giving you credit for it.
Again.
Yeah, I don't think you jumped there either.
The jump, but more than that, the sprint. You know the guy's there and he's weak. If this guy's good, you're just dead. You're simply dead. You're incurring sprint out, and then you can fire. That is not a good sprint at all. You know that guy's right there, and people love to re-peek. I really don't like the sprinting there.
I actually can't. How many times am I going to die to a center?
And that's why slide canceling is good, by the way. Because you can move pretty quick, but you won't have a sprint out timer. That was a good cleanup right there, yeah. Takes out the pistol to move around the map faster. Good.
I would have reloaded before pushing this.
Nice double kill there. Good aim.
Yeah. He knows there's going to be a guy in that corner. Yep. Oh, stuns.
Well, yes, stuns. However, go back. You should check that corner before you peek into the lane, or before you put yourself into the lane. Right there, he's already visible. You don't need to jump this. You don't even need to move into this lane. Because of course there's guys in Junkyard. You've played Shoot House before. We all know there's guys in Junkyard pre-aiming this lane. So if you want to check that corner where the headquarters is, that's smart to do. But don't be in line of sight of everyone else at the same time.
Yeah.
So the positioning here itself is not good. And jumping into it is, I mean, yeah. Like, you cleaned the fuck out of that guy, but you could have done that from 2 meters back. Yeah. There's no reason to do that. Nice
play. I like how he can continue to fire there in case somebody was there.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, nice little snappy dappy. Let's go.
That was dope. Now, jumping into fire is usually not good for your character, but
it's not great, but that was a nice snap.
You already knew
great
that,
spawn,
so.
Unlucky. Yeah. Oh boy.
Awesome.
That whole situation just unlucky.
Yeah, you just got shit
right.
on.
Shield rat.
Just fucking mantle into the thing, even though I didn't want to.
Got a little wipe again.
So now he's checking the scoreboard, sees they're all dead. Switches to the pistol for faster movement. Very good. Renetti's a good choice, by the way.
I would have moved off the headquarters a little bit quicker there, by the way.
You definitely could have. Yeah.
Everyone else is capping it. I'm not going to help. I don't care. Fuck my teammates. I'm leaving. Right?
I agree. Now here, I have a question.
Don't jump on top of the car.
Exactly.
It's actually crazy. I'm not kidding. I don't think I've ever jumped on top of that van. I'm not even sure I knew you could get up there.
Good. There's absolutely no reason almost ever to get on top of this van. The only time is when you know the entire team is in the opposite lane. You can get a cute little line of sight on top of something around here. I don't even think it's this car. I think it's the one to your right.
Yeah.
No fucking reason to do this. You're just exposing yourself for no reason.
Yeah, I think some of these situations too, it's like, yeah, he's good with the pre-aiming, but he's been playing somewhat, I think, too aggressive for some of these plays. Like right there, when you get up to Junkyard, I would have also pre-aimed that same spot he's pre-aiming, but I would have like tried to probably head glitch or stayed behind one of the vehicles. That would have been the best play. Because even like you watch all the gods play, like MP Control Ward, TGD, all of those guys play. They're very aggressive, but also they're not like jumping on top of vehicles like that, but they're thinking ahead and they're pre-aiming, and a lot of their kills come because they're pre-aimed on a corner for a split second right before an enemy runs around because they're expecting them to spawn there.
Yep.
So I think you don't fully push this. Obviously, they're going to be coming this way. They're not behind you. I don't think you really have a reason to push this because their whole team is just spawning there. You know, you got to just get in a good spot where you can kind of get a little head glitch and get an easy spray down when they come.
And I agree. And a pro tip for where to do that, by the way, you see to your left, there's that wall right behind this row of tires. Right there. Behind, just tucked in behind that first row of tires closest to you to your left. Hugging the wall. Pre-aim that lane. You can easy fucking kills there. I've done it many times. And you actually have cover
you're
that
a rat,
way.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course I'm a rat.
I've never hit in that corner. I'm not a rat like
you.
It's
not
but yeah.
hiding, right? It's pre-aiming.
It's okay. Okay, little buddy.
But you could also do it behind the hood of this car that you're about to be on top of to the right. But absolutely not on top of it. You pre-aim here, which is good because you know they're coming here, but you expose yourself for no reason. And then just get melted. Yeah. He's going to watch the kill cam. Look, he sees your whole body.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Nice little headshot at the end.
Yeah, he sprinkled that just for some flavor. Waits a
Good
second.
old gas grenades.
Waits to bait his teammates. This is an excellent play, unironically, and you should do this all the time in pubs. He comes around here. He sees his teammates going. Just gonna bait them. They're going anyway. Let's see if they get killed.
Later, Trippa.
He notices they haven't gotten shot, so he's like, all right, must be safe. And then goes, excellent play.
Yeah. And then he gets gas and they're fine.
So get shit on, but
yeah. Don't bait your teammates. Oh, unlucky COD timing.
The very disciplined thing to do there is get on top of that last box and look for a second first.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have
even
done
if it was
either.
just for a split second, that would have been the play for sure.
Yeah. So that's just, you know, that's some laziness that I totally understand. I don't think I ever do that, but that's the thing to do.
Starting to get a little bit angry.
Simply never go mid ever on any map. That's all I have to
Shootouts
say
especially
about that.
don't go mid unless you have like a sniper scope.
Yeah.
Yeah, he likes to ADS, doesn't he? He doesn't even hip fire there.
Yeah, I agree. Another situation where hip firing was just better. I mean, they both paid off, but
this gun has pretty shit ADS and sprint to fire too.
Yeah, I agree.
It seems not great at least.
I mean, again, you know that guy is there. He's on your UAV, and you sprint in to push it. You can just strafe into that, or jump into it while ADS'd, but certainly not sprint into it. You killed that guy because he's not good.
If you're gonna sprint like that, also, I think it's better to come out of that sprint into a slide, like do like a little half sprint and then slide around the corner, get in view of him, gun him down.
Slide right before
versus like doing like a
line.
full-on sprint and then jumping.
Yeah,
I think that's too easy of a target.
I agree. Your sprint out timer should be complete before he has line of sight on you. So if you do that into a slide, awesome. But just make sure you can shoot right when you see him. You know he's here. I don't like that sprint either. Nice kill.
Is he on auto attack? Yeah, I don't think so, huh?
Location secured.
Maybe he's on auto attack sprint.
I'm on auto attack. I don't think I've used it in multiplayer though.
Maybe he is.
If you slide cancel enough, it's like fine. But yeah, I don't know. On mid. A lot of pre-aiming. That's exactly how you always peek those corners.
Yeah,
Awesome.
exactly.
You were already ADS. You had no sprint out timer by the time you were around the corner. That's how you always want to do that.
Also,
Whether it
just
be a
like
jump or a slide.
just a little thing right here. So when he's coming up to this right here, the better play right here would be slide into this so you won't show yourself at all. So you'll be sliding and then all of a sudden you'll pop up and you'll have a nasty head glitch. Versus it's not great to jump around the corner because then you're just going to be even more visible when you have easy free cover there. You're just making yourself an easy target. It's like right here, slide versus jump.
Yeah.
Slide right into that corner. Don't jump.
That's a great point. That's an excellent point. Especially with that box there. Yeah.
So he sees teammates spawning. They're going to be in junkyard. Oh, and then they spawn behind him.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
cool. That's Call of Duty. Absolutely.
Yeah,
nothing
that was a
wrong
good
with
play
that.
there. He pre-aimed the right spot
Yep.
and then just got shit off from behind.
Yeah, you died to Activision there. Match over.
All right. Let's pause it before they start saying gamer words at the end. Big cheesy nips on the other thing, I would imagine drop some gamer words at the end of this.
It's possible, for sure. It's for sure possible.
Let's mute that, right?
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to mute and I'm going to keep playing real quick, just in case anything happens.
Yeah. So
Tanner, what are your thoughts on this gameplay?
I thought it was good. It was nice seeing, by the way, multiplayer breakdown. That was a nice little change of pace because the last few we've done have been Warzone.
True.
So this was exciting to see. This, I think, gives you a sense more of like the person's game sense and overall fundamentals versus just, trying to play play the edge of the gas or something like that. So I like seeing all of that. I think Aussie has everything there to be like a really good player. I think my number one piece of advice for you is to settle down with the jumping. Like watch, I know MP Control Ward does this, especially. His movement is very fluid, I feel. He seems to, if I'm not mistaken, slide a lot more than jump. I feel like he always slides into a ADS around a corner. That's his go-to move, it seems like. So I would consider doing that more than bunny hopping, try to mix that in there. Settle down on the sprinting. But like your game sense is there. The fundamentals are there. Your aim is getting there. Your sense may be, I don't know, a little bit too high. You have like some nasty flicks. You can't always keep on track, which of course most people can't. But like overall, your aim is really good. I would just say pre-aim those corners higher. Focus on getting that reticle higher, especially now if you're starting to play like Valorant and shit. That is very, very important. So you'll learn that quickly in Valorant. That's actually probably where I first learned to aim for the head, was when I started playing CS a long time ago. It's like, if you don't aim for the head, you're just going to lose the gunfights. So you have to get used to that. And other than that, I think that's pretty much it. You have really good game sense. You just need to kind of bring it all together and just, settle down on the movement a little bit.
Yeah.
And just aim your reticle higher, and you're pretty much, that's it.
By far, my biggest critique is movement. Too much jumping and not enough slide canceling. Very few times you slid around corners. And you never crouched once. I literally don't think you crouched once in that game. You have to crouch. It's just, it gives you so much versatility, and it helps so much. And in most Call of Duty games, by the way, if you're crouched, you have tighter hipfire spread and better recoil control. They took that out of MW 2019 in the first month of the game, which we talked about. I don't know why. I don't know why they did that. We talked about this in probably episode 13, but they took this out.
Did they? I don't even remember that.
Yep. They took it out because they're catastrophically dumb. But in most Call of Duty games, like Cold War, for example, if you're crouched, better recoil, tighter hipfire spread. But more importantly than that, it shrinks your hitbox and it makes you more unpredictable. So if you're the type of dude who only jumps, you're very predictable, and good players on the other team are going to pick up on that and capitalize. If you only drop shot, same thing. If you only crouch, same thing. But if you do them all, you're going to be a well-rounded player positionally and in a 1v1. You already are jumping and you already are drop shotting. Add crouching. Spend a week getting a crouch kill every time. So you see a guy, crouch, kill him, stand right back up. Do that for a week and then just play normal after that, and I guarantee you will crouch sometimes, and then sometimes you'll drop shot, and sometimes you'll jump, and you'll be fine. And you'll be just so much more well-rounded. It's super helpful. It's super helpful. Yes. Also, as you correctly pointed out yourself, you incurred a lot of sprint to fire penalties that you did not need to incur. It got you killed, I believe, only twice. It should have gotten you killed another 3 times on top of that. So that's 5 times that you just died or almost died while sprinting, when you not only didn't need to, but you knew you shouldn't have been doing it. Like, you knew a guy was there and you were sprinting into it anyway. You got to break that habit. Slide into it. You can sprint and then slide, like Tanner was saying. Perfectly valid thing to do, because you're stopping the sprint out timer before you're in their line of sight. You incurred a lot of sprint to fire penalties you didn't need to. So that's another, those are my 2 biggest things. By far. And if you start doing just those things, you will die a lot less. A lot less. I promise. I guarantee it. It's obvious. And then on top of that, like Tanner was saying, the centering definitely could be higher for sure. That'll help you a lot too. You're set, but unlike, I think, like the crouch thing, that's pretty black and white to me. Crouch more. The centering, you were getting it right sometimes, but sometimes you were too low. You were too low a little more often than correct. So just stay a little more disciplined on that. Your map awareness, excellent. You pretty much always knew where they were spawning. And if you died because you got shot in the back, we didn't know they were there either. So sometimes Call of Duty spawns people in your ass. That's life. But your map, your like awareness and mini map, like focus was, I think, spot on. It was pretty obvious that you knew where people were going to spawn and where they were going to be and where they were going to come from. And that's why it was easy for us to tell you you're sprinting into this when you shouldn't be, because we can see that you know that there are guys there. So that's why it was obvious to us that you were sprinting when you like shouldn't have, because your map awareness is really good. And then last point, I think, good aim, good flicks. It seems pretty obvious to me that you need to lower your sense a pretty good amount, 20% actually. Your every shot that you missed, you were overshooting.
I think you're right. Yeah. Now that you say that does make sense.
Yeah.
He was doing that, wasn't he?
Yeah. I don't have the fast flicks and stuff are awesome. And when we watch you flicking like that, it tells me you can move your hand quickly and you have fast reaction time. That's what's important. The high sense part of that is not important. You can flick just as quickly if you lower your sense 20%, but then you'll be flicking right to where you want it instead of overcorrecting every time. So I would say cut that sense down like 20%. I think that's a good starting point, and then you can fine tune it more there.
Yeah.
But I would say, cut it down 20%. Watch some of the gameplay after you've cut it down. See what's happening with your aim. Are you over aiming still? Lower it more. Are you under aiming now? Okay, fine tuning time. Maybe increase it 10%. So now you're net negative 10% sense. But it seems like your sense is just simply too high. But other than that, those I think are my biggest criticisms. Excellent map awareness. Good aim. Your aim isn't bad. It's just when you were missing, it was overshooting.
Yeah. Really good game sense. The other thing, though, is he did just say in chat he's been doing Kovacs and lowering his sense as of late.
Oh, small mouse pad.
20 centimeters per 360.
That's fucking high sense.
Is that still high?
Mine's like 31. Yeah, that's pretty fucking high.
Yeah.
I
don't know. I need to figure out what mine is, actually. I should do that, huh? I think also if, he's probably watching a lot of the EXE guys, which a lot of them have high sense. Also, though, they probably don't start on that high of a sense. They probably start lower and then start moving up or something as their aim gets more precise, I would imagine. I don't know if that's true, but that makes sense. Like once they get just solid aim down, then they're like, okay, my aim's perfect. Let's raise the sense a little bit so I can just move a little bit quicker and still see if I can track people just as well.
Yeah.
So that could be what they're doing too.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, agreed. So, yeah. What else was I going to say? I think that's it. Yeah. Overall, good stuff, though. I mean, you had a 2 KD that game.
Yeah, really, really good gameplay.
And it just seemed clear that, like, you know what you're doing. You know where people are spawning. It's really good. You have good awareness. You know where enemies are. A lot of pre-firing, by the way, which is very good. That's a great habit to have, and it'll get you a lot of kills. You were pre-firing shit a lot, and that's smart. However, consider a bigger mag so you can afford to pre-fire more. I think the one time where we paused, where you were coming out of Junkyard to their spawn, you killed one guy, drop-shotted, and were pre-firing the second guy, and you bailed on the pre-fire sooner than you otherwise would have if you had had more ammo.
Yeah.
So get some extended mags and pre-fire more, I would say, to be honest. I know an AMAX does kill fast, but that doesn't take into account pre-firing.
Especially on shoot house.
Especially on shoot house, yeah.
Pre-firing is key there.
Yep. And banging all that plywood. Like, the damage doesn't matter. How much damage a gun doesn't matter for, like, it doesn't help your ability to pre-fire shit. Like, pre-firing literally means you're going to miss bullets on purpose, hoping someone walks into them. So what the damage they do is incidental. What you want is just a big magazine you can keep firing with. So I would stop using 30 rounds too. So anyway, anything else, Tanner?
No, I don't think so.
All right, Aussie boy, thanks for the submission.
Yeah,
Love
thanks,
you.
King.
Appreciate you. And then for those of you YouTubers watching, YouTube viewers, patreon.com/thedropshot. If you want your gameplay broken down, it is a benefit. We do it once a week, live on thedropshot.com/live, of course, and then upload it to YouTube. And it's a benefit we offer to our Damascus patrons.
Yeah, let's get some more breakdowns in there. I think after this we only have one more to do right now. So next week will be the last week unless you guys start submitting them. So get them in, figure it out.
True. So, all right, YouTube. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe. Bye.
Bye, YouTube.